Okay, let's have a look. We have habits. I don't know if we will ever change. We have sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. We have unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. We have detachment. I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. We have regret. I wish this never happened. Forgiveness and mend. Okay, let's have a look. What are these habits? Habits. Habits. Okay. I think the habits are more that you and your person are quite different in just in general. You are a very nurturing, caring, wear your heart on your sleeve type of person, and you're very trustworthy. I feel that this person actually was quite obsessed with you, maybe to the point where it was a little bit suffocating. They always felt that you were lying to them, that you were hiding something. They were very possessive. Maybe that's the habit. Maybe it's you that's thinking, if this person comes back or you reconcile this, will this change? Because you don't want to feel like you're having to justify everything that you do. You just don't. That's not normal behaviour. Yeah. I think that's you. That's your thoughts. That you don't think that will ever change, whatever you do. Sabotage. Maybe you've done this before where you've reconciled and everything's been good for a while, but it always ends up being sabotaged. There's always that tower moment. There's always it's as if you don't know when it's going to blow up. You're kind of walking on eggshells here. You lose your independence because you don't want to rock the boat, so you stopped going out with your friends, you possibly stopped speaking to your family, you second guessed everything you did because you didn't want the explosion, you didn't want that confrontation or being mistrusted because you were doing something outside of this connection. It was as if this person saw you as theirs only. And that is controlling. Very unsatisfied. Yeah, this person, it's as if they would give you the silent treatment because they had an inkling that you were doing something behind the back. but they had no proof of that. It was just possible gossip or what they were making up in their own mind. Yeah, they always felt that you was being dishonest with them, and they were quick to jump to that decision. They honestly believed everything that was going on in their head, whether it was true or not. I don't feel it was true because of the first section where it's like, this person suffocated me, or it was possessive, controlling, never trusted what I was doing. Then they'd sabotage it again when I gave them another chance. I think the unsatisfied was you. You couldn't deal with this behaviour. This person had no proof that you was doing anything deceitful, but yet in their own mind, they really felt like you were. Detachment. Yeah, you couldn't rest. Your nervous system was shot. You couldn't relax in this relationship. You were probably very, very stressed. Extremely stressed. Exhausted. You had to detach for your own mental health here. Attachment. Yeah, you knew you weren't getting what you needed out of this, and it made you extremely emotional. You were possibly crying a lot here, just overwhelmed with the whole situation. And you know, when someone's giving you the silent treatment because they believe you've done something and you haven't done anything wrong, you're just being ignored. That's awful. This was horrible for you. Horrible. Being accused of things that you weren't doing, being watched, not being able to do what you wanted to do because you didn't want the tower moment, basically. You were walking on eggshells constantly with this person, hence why you had to let go. It was just too much for you to deal with in the end. You had no more to give. Regret. This is a good one because it's like you and your person. It's quite good. Regret. This person is in regret. I don't think they've changed. The thing is, we've got the sun here, yeah? If your energy is like the sun, you're going to go into any room, any environment, and you're going to attract attention, whether you want it or not. And the thing is, maybe that's what your person saw. Not giving them an excuse, but it possibly didn't help the situation. Now, they know that you are the sun, and this just a beautiful person, and someone whose light just shines out of them no matter what. And they're in massive regret now for... I think you ended this like this in the end. This had been going on for so long, where you got to that mental exhaustion where you couldn't take it anymore. And for this person, it's been a shock to the system, like, oh, I've lost my sunshine, basically. I've lost my sunshine. I should have I should have offered more, I should have focused on something else. This person's very frustrated with themselves here. They're frustrated with their own actions. Possibly because they didn't expect you to walk away. Forgiveness. Okay, this person's going to come back in and ask for your forgiveness and say that they have changed. They can see your perspective on this situation. One more for that, forgiveness. And they want to be more stable for you, more grounded. I don't think this person has been grounded. I think they've been all over the place. This person wants your forgiveness. Mend. Okay. If you want it again, there is potential for you to sort this out. They want to offer you more stability, more freedom, more romance, because they know what they've lost. They've realised they're grieving for you, basically. And they are trying to find the courage to come back in with a new lease of life, a new energy here. This is probably going to be very difficult for you to believe, because I do feel that this has happened before. And if you have been made to feel like this and you had to detach because of this, I think it's going to be very difficult for you to go back, because you've lived this. You've lived this. Outcome. Outcome. You don't want to juggle with this anymore. You've lost all. You just don't want it. You just don't want it. You've realised what this is. You don't want to juggle this anymore. You just want peace. I don't think that you trust this person to give you that. Advice for my viewer. This person is going to come in and offer you, like I say, a new sort of proposal here, new energy, wanting some sort of success here with you. Anything else for my viewer? They're still going to feel that you're within this time of separation, that you've been somewhere else, that you've found love or passion or some sort of physical contact with another person. They've still got that. It's still there. It's time to go in a whole new direction with this. This is done. This person might feel that they can come back in a different energy, but actually these cards are showing that they cannot. This isn't something that they're choosing to be like. They just can't help it when it comes to you. They want to come in with a brand new offer, but then it's like a niggle. There's a niggle there that you've been somewhere else. The advice is to keep walking, keep going forward, go through a new door, because you've got another opportunity there that's going to be a lot more balanced, relaxed, and you're not going to be walking around with your gut in knots because you don't know when the next blow up is. Keep moving forward. This person's going to come back, but the energy is not changed. It's not changed. I hope this helps.